Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning back in for another day. For another great day out here, another hot day. Guys, it is 7:22 a.m. and it is 86 degrees out here already. It's July 6, 2023. And I want to say, you guys out there might be the sharpest tool in my toolbox. You guys are sharp. The YouTube community, you guys don't miss a beat on this content that I put out. That's not that great yet. I mean, we only have, I think, a little over 2,400 subscribers. We'll get there in time. But you guys are sharp. You guys don't miss a beat on any of the content. You guys criticize with the utmost respect, and I enjoy it, and I embrace it dearly. I really do. Whether if it's bad criticism or good. Criticism is criticism. We all can get better out here, day in and day out. Guys, this morning we are heading back to a returning customer's house who's got those 3 made in Italy BIASI combi boilers with no hydraulic separation, no manifold on all of them. We repaired one of them on the first floor. He called me a couple days ago and he told me that one of the boilers on the other floor is actually leaking. So let's see how sharp you guys are today. I'm gonna put my money on replacement of this boiler. I think we're gonna be replacing it. The thing is over, I think it was 12 years old. Parts are hard to find. We somehow managed to find parts for the boiler on the first floor a couple months ago. But if this is the heat exchanger, I think he's out of luck on this one. But you guys are gonna come with me on this one. Keep your comments to yourself. Be quiet. We are gonna be recording in his home, and I want to know how sharp you guys really are out here. I'm gonna put my money on that this thing has got to be replaced. But what do I know? You know, I only have 2 eyes here. All the 2,458 subscribers, all your eyes are going to be watching, and let's see what's really going on with this combi boiler. Guys, hit that thumbs up button if you already haven't, subscribed if you already haven't, and let's grow this freaking channel organically. Who knows, maybe I'll get Joey Chestnut to subscribe. Maybe I'll get his sister to subscribe. What do you think, guys? Maybe I'll freaking bribe him with a few hot dogs of my own, and maybe he'll hit that damn subscribe button. So, guys, let's go ahead to the borough of Brooklyn. Right now, we're heading over the Kosciuszko Bridge, and we're going to see what's wrong with this combi boiler. Here we go. Going on, you said that.
All right, so this is same as upstairs.
Okay.
So nice Italian
BIASI.
job.
Okay.
So what happened was, like, about 3 days ago, I came down here. I was just changing the laundry, and suddenly I just realized that there was water running out the bottom of the boiler, just literally running out of the boiler here. So I switched this off, and it has obviously been happening for maybe like a few days.
Okay.
And it wasn't on. It wasn't on, so I unplugged it and I've shut down all the water lines. I wasn't sure which one was actually going to do it, and I've just left it. And it took a while for it to continue to drain. Really? I'll show you here.
Is there a floor drain right there on the bottom?
No, so it was so it was literally just coming out of everywhere. So what was happening was it was coming out of here.
Out of the heat exchanger?
Yeah, water was coming out of there, and then it was sort of pooling in here, which obviously is not great, and then obviously just working its way out.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And it's happened, must have just happened maybe in the last 5 days. It was working fine, and then suddenly this happened. So, I mean, we had people staying here 2 weeks ago, and there was no problem then. It's just something that's happened.
It just so happened, yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
And yeah, I feel like it was somehow connected to this, because...
Did you hear like any, what we call water hammer, or any banging of any pipes or anything like that?
No, haven't heard anything. I mean, this floor, this boiler services this floor. Obviously, the boiler you worked on before services that top floor. So we're only really using this for like laundry and when the showers and stuff here. In the summer, that's kind of it.
Okay.
So it's not like we're down here and listening to it very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if we can duplicate the same issue. I'm gonna take the cover off. I'm gonna slowly open up these valves and see what's actually going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. Hopefully it hasn't done. The water has not done like crazy damage.
We hope not, right?
Also, when I was on the last night here,
Yeah.
the water started sounding.
What? Coming out of here?
This top screws off. Let's see. All right, guys. So I got the cover off, and you could see the water pooling here. It's been flooded for the last couple days, and he says it's coming right through here. Guys, right through here are your electrodes in the combustion chamber, in the heat exchanger. So we're just doing a visual inspection of everything. Let's check the venting and whatnot. Guys, do you see what I see? Is that fresh air just like dislodged? Did that come off? See that tape? That flue tape? It looks like that piece is not even connected. Alright, good thing that's the fresh air and not the intake. Alright. Let's get the model number on this. We know this thing is close to 13 years old. We know that. Alright, if I was a betting man, no, take that back. I'm a betting man, and I put my money on a cracked heat exchanger, and I think that's what we're up against here. Guys, the proof is in the pudding. You can't make this stuff up. Water was constantly flowing right through these electrodes right here, so I am putting my money on replacement of this combi boiler, redoing the fresh air intake and the flue, redoing this whole manifold down here, and but right now we're gonna turn the water onto this unit. So you got domestic cold coming in, this 3/4 line right here that goes through here, goes through the mixing valve. This is the hot coming out, and this is the tempered going to the building. So I'm slowly gonna open the cold, and you're gonna see just what I see. So let's put my light down and turn this camera around and actually show you where this leak is coming from. All right, let's start opening. I don't know why he didn't shut this all the way. That one's open. This valve is shot or what? What the fuck did they do here? Okay, he was turning it the wrong way. So was I. Let's open up this. Let's open up this. And the feed. What else did he shut here? He didn't shut anything else. Unless this boiler's full. Unless this boiler's full already. I gotta get a hose then. Let me get a hose and see what's going on here. Alright, before I get a hose, let's run some hot water through this. There's a little air in there. Let's just see. I'll shut that down. Alright. So this thing is full. This thing is full. Oh man, I gotta take this whole plate off now. Take this whole heat exchanger out. But meantime, we're gonna see if we can duplicate it. We're gonna get this thing hot. See if we get any error codes. See if we can get some hot water out of it. We got power here or what? Let's see if we got power. There's power. There's power. Ignition transformer. There's power. not getting nothing. I'm not getting nothing. No activity. Not getting no activity here. Very odd. No activity at all. There's power. This whole thing was saturated. This whole thing was saturated. Yep, you can just see it. You just see it. I'm not even getting anything coming out of this boiler. No power at all. No power at all. No power at all. Nothing. Nothing. Not getting anything down here. This boiler was submerged. This thermostat. Where is thermostat? Thermostat. Trying to find thermostat. I don't see thermostat. Alright, let me call this guy. Yeah. To put the whole board, if I take this out, you're gonna see everything completely soaked. I'm gonna do it just to show you people. Let's see. Alright, so on this BIASI boiler here, I'm gonna take out these 4 screws here, and we're gonna slide out the PCB board and all that good stuff. And I'm gonna show you guys what kind of shape these boards are in. That wasn't good. Oh yeah, this whole thing is wet. Oh yeah. This whole thing is soaked. Oh yeah, you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this? The water just dripping out of this thing. Water just dripping out of this thing. You guys ready? Preparing for the worst. Preparing for the worst. Here we go. I would love to redo this whole thing over here. Let's see. Take these screws out. This thing is soaked. It's sopping wet. Just how your sister was the other night. After I left. Sopping wet. Like a mop. Oh God. Let's see this control board. Oh yeah. Yeah, look, the ignition. Look at the transformer. Just soaked. Look at it. Wet. Dripping wet. See that wet? See that wetness? Yeah, this whole board is wet. Look. Look at that. It's like Splish Splash out in Long Island. You guys been to Splish Splash? Water everywhere. Yeah, water everywhere. Okay. Guys, when electrical compartments get soaked, it's hard to salvage them. You wonder why they put the control panels under the heat exchanger, but it is what it is. A lot of the PCB boards are either directly under or in front of the boiler. I rather than in front of the boiler because this thing is just a catch basin for water. But what can you do? This thing is soaked. It's soaked. I don't know what the guy wants to do, but we'll propose something to him. We'll propose something to him. I don't know what he wants to do with this thing, but what would you guys do for a boiler that's 13, 14 years old? Hard to get parts for. Hard to hard to get parts for. Are you gonna search for parts? Guys, things get discontinued year after year. Replacement, cost effectively, is sometimes the best option. Let's propose to him and let's see what he wants to do. Here we go. You know what's funny that I noticed here, and I just picked up on it now. There's no external circulator here. They're using the internal circulator for this single zone loop, which is not right because this internal circulator is just for hydraulic separation if they were using a manifold. So no external circulator. When we propose something to him, we are going to be adding an external circulator, and we're going to be doing this the right way. We are tight for space here. Honestly, really tight for space, but we have to work with what we have here. So it's going to be cool to redo this just for the space, but you see he's got that spiral vent there, which is cool, but I would redo this whole thing, and I think that's what's going to happen. So let's propose to him, and let's see what he wants to do. All right, guys, we're going to give him an hour of our time. And just to take the extra step, just to show you guys, because I already know what's going on with this boiler, I'm going to take the combustion chamber plate off. And I guarantee you're going to see a ton of water in this plate right here. I don't know where it's coming from, but that heat exchanger is definitely cracked. Let's see what's behind door number 2. All right, guys, we got the 5 screws that are out here. Oh yeah. All right, let's take the whole plate off, put that down aside. Oh yeah, you can just see the amount of water in there. Oh yeah, she is kaput. She is finito. She is arrivederci. She is kaput. All right, that is a big problem. This heat exchanger is split, and I'm just trying to see where it's leaking from. I can get my light in there. Where it's coming from, I don't know, but she's split and it's got to be replaced. All right, not wasting any more time here. Let's propose something to him and see what he wants to do. You know, they make salvage yards for a reason, right? Salvage and scrap yards for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing is beyond repair. Beyond repair. So I took the front cover off.
Yeah.
First I took the control panel off here.
Yeah.
And the whole controls are just sopping wet.
Yeah. Right.
The water's originating from up here.
Yeah.
And I see a slight drip in there. I don't know exactly where it's coming from, but this heat exchanger is cracked. There's see the pool of water in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, and then it just came down on the, the electrical components here, and bad design that they put it here. It's like a catch basin for water.
Yeah, right. So it just drains all
today,
around.
Usually the main PCB boards are in the front, but this thing is beyond repair.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just going to cost more to repair it anyway than
Yeah.
a new one.
Oh yeah. No, you can't repair this thing. I wouldn't even want to put my hands on it to try to repair it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Let's be thankful that it happened in the summertime.
Yeah.
You won't have any hot water here. You still have cold water to flush the toilets down here. Keep this one open. That's the cold main coming in.
Okay.
But I would consider replacement, obviously.
Yeah. What is because I know when we chatted last time about the one upstairs,
Right.
A kind of like for like type of boiler replacement. I know you were kind of like put a few numbers together.
It's a small boiler, 99,000 BTUs. It's just one single zone. Where's the thermostat for here, though? I was trying to...
There is no, that's the other thing. These things, we asked the question when we moved in on that, and we were always told basically it's just, there isn't a thermostat that we can see.
Because I noticed that there is no external pump here. Now, it's been wrong since day one, but it's been working. So this internal circulator only circulates water through the hydraulic loop in here, and there is no hydraulic loop in here that I see it to get optimal efficiency of the boiler. So for me to put an external pump, I don't even think it's going to work, because then we'd have to run thermostat if you want it that way.
Yeah.
But I don't know how they did it, but this thing would get ripped out. I would probably want to put a thermostat to control the boiler the right way.
but finding a location for a thermostat, I don't know. You know, I think when we do the new boiler, we do it the right way.
Yeah. What about if we punched through here and just had it on the other side?
Exactly. That's how it should be done. But that's something to discuss with the other boilers in the future when they go bad. But this one is beyond repair, and there's no salvaging.
Yeah,
they make salvage yards for a reason, and this belongs in the scrap yard.
Yeah, well, I think like we spoke last time, I think basically the plan is going to have to be a sort of progressive removal and replacement of each of these boilers as we go, because I think they just kind of were put in on the cheap and probably haven't had a lot of servicing before we got in here anyway.
Definitely haven't, but nothing lasts forever, you know. It's I don't want to say the cons of owning a home, but you know, stuff is gonna break. You know, it's.
Well, it was always a thing as well with the thermostat, because when we first moved in, we were like, well, how's this thing? How are we regulating the temperature on this thing? And all we ever, again, we were like, because people who are living here were rental people, they didn't even have the information. And they were like, I think it's just internal here. It just basically has a.
And they're not even using an outdoor sensor. I don't even see an outdoor sensor.
That's what I mean. It was just it's super inefficient probably at how it ran.
Yeah,
absolutely. It just sort of ran up to a temp, then flicked off, then ran up to a temp, just flicked off.
Right. Yeah, I don't even see an outdoor sensor
Not even
being
based
used.
on a
yeah.
Because we asked about retrofitting one to this. Right. It's like, I mean, you could try. This is all analog, so it's all gonna have you're gonna need a transfer.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you saw it firsthand. I mean, it does suck. The guy's boiler is cracked and it's leaking all over the place. I might go with agree. Guys, I'm only kidding on this one. If Gree only made combi boilers, oh man, how I would love to go with Agree. Guys, I'm thinking in that space, man, I would love to go with like a Wall McLean, Ecotech or something, but the space is just too small, man. And that Wall McLean, that Ecotech is bulky, it's big. I'm just gonna go with a Lars Mascot, the FT series, and we're gonna get him a nice boiler. We're gonna get him a nice combi boiler. I noticed that they're using this mixing valve out of this combi boiler, which isn't really necessary. Just a waste, a waste. I mean, mixing valve be used, you know, if you want to gain optimal efficiency from a boiler and you're using it in conjunction with like an indirect water heater. But mixing valve, not necessary. I didn't notice any condensate neutralizer on there, no hydraulic separation. No closely spaced tees. Just a crappy install. No external circulator, and the boiler's not even being controlled by a thermostat. It's just a poor install, but hey, it's been working all that time, and customer deserves a nice clean install. We're gonna go with a Lars Mascot, and probably gonna be doing it next week. So guys, hope everybody enjoyed this content. Guys, any signs of any water damage, any moisture is not normal in a house. I don't care what anybody tells you. You can control some of the humidity, but the moisture inside somebody's house, any signs of any leak is not good. If you see something, say something, like ABC7 News says. If you see something, say something. Guys, on that note, hope everybody enjoyed this content. Leave a comment down below. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. And like always, let's do yours next, baby.